Okay, whatever. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and preface this with saying we were actually 10 minutes into what was going very well as a great recording. The computer battery completely crapped out, shut down the system. We're having to start again. We're pressed for time. This is going to be quick. We're going to do the right thing. Mick's saying no, we're not pressed for time.
No,
No,
no. I think we can.
he just
I
has
think,
to go to work.
yeah, I have to go to work, but that's different for most of you in the BSB league because I have a job and I have to be there on time and in a uniform and not in a name tag and hairnet.
I see. All right, fair enough. Well, all right. First of all, let's go ahead. Let's recap some of what we talked about. Let's go over these certain teams that have not won yet. What's the award that we're wanting to?
We're calling this the dude, and I mean I feel bad because I think the dude is a big fan of ours, and he has to listen to this verbal abuse all the time.
He does, but in fairness, he
He's
gets this.
earned it.
He has earned it, and really, I'm tired of being bombarded with emails about penis enlargement and
Ah.
better sex and between the dude and the Willie. That's I keep getting a lot of this, and I'm not as
So you don't feel guilty.
yeah. I don't
Okay,
feel as
I
guilty.
believe this. All right, so the first in contention for running the table in reverse, they are the Fort Wayne United. And sorry, go no, go
Well,
ahead.
these guys can't catch a break. Who was their number one draft pick?
Their number one draft pick was a guy named Arian Foster, who has put up about 3 more points than I have.
3 more points than you have, and he was picked what overall?
Second,
What'd you pick first overall?
I picked Adrian Peterson, and honestly, I will say this: I will admit that until the actual day of the draft, when I heard that he re-aggravated his injury, I was going Arian Foster all the way.
So by a stroke of luck, you ended up not grabbing him.
Very
Kind
much
of
so.
like I picked third, and I took LaShawn McCoy,
Very
even
good
though
pick.
third ranked overall was who?
Jamal Charles.
Where's he?
Jamal Charles is on the IR right now with his MCL, ACL sprain or tear. It's completely off the bone.
Completely off the bone, done for the year, and he was picked by a team that I think from here on out is in contention for the dude, who is Short, Bus.
Yes, Short Bus has not been able to catch a break either. Their number one receiver, Marquise Colston, will be back sometime week 7, week 8. Who knows? Maybe he can come back early. Who knows? Sidney Rice is their second wide receiver. He has not played yet, so he is equally as good as I am. And pretty much he's got Philip Rivers and Matt Forte, and that's
Well,
the team.
So after week 4, he has Philip Rivers.
Yes, yeah, pretty much.
Week 4 is the Bears cutoff. Like any Jay
Oh.
Cutler team, you have week 4.
Yes, that's awful. I feel bad for him, but I mean that's you're a rookie. It's your first year. It's like donate to the cause, and then second year maybe you can pull some out.
Maybe. I mean, you know what? It took you 3 years? 2 years? Yeah, 3 years.
3 years to break through the plane, and I did.
All right, cool. So all right, back to the teams that are
Right.
0-4 so far.
Okay.
We just hit Fort Wayne United.
Yep.
Who's the next one?
The Regulators, our defending champion.
Our defending champion has yet to win. Not only has he yet to win a game, but he lost this week to last week's lowest scorer,
Yes, the last week's lowest score has completely turned around. He was the highest scorer this week.
which means he has a season of mediocrity to look forward
Yeah,
to.
exactly. And
And in the men's room division, that could be enough to win.
exactly. But I mean, Hazy can't blame huge injuries or things. It has to be ineptitude and unluckiness.
Ineptitude and unluckiness.
Yes.
Fair enough. And then our final team in the running for the dude.
It's the dude.
The namesake of the award. Poor guy.
Poor guy, but I predict a 4-win season for him, which will take him out of his own category.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be good. I mean, he's got Calvin Johnson, and as long as Matt Stafford is playing the way he is, I mean, he could four wins is
Four
not
wins
out
is
of,
not
it's
out of the
not out
question.
of reach.
Looked like he had one this week, and it just
Yes.
it got away from him.
Looks like it.
Speaking of wins getting away from people, I believe you had a lead on me at one point this week.
I did. That's amazing because I never actually saw a lead, and I was watching most of the time.
I could be wrong. I mean,
That's-
you might have
that's
just been
okay.
fighting from behind the whole time.
I was.
Let's,
I think I was.
I just want to say it's so nice to crush you
Aw.
right before we record this. It feels
I know,
good.
I understand. This must be a high point for you. Like the only time you got Holly off. I mean, this has to be like one of your biggest things. 'Cause you get to
It's-
brag for a couple of weeks. Because I think our turnaround is only a few weeks before we have to play each other again.
And then you get stomped again, and I will be 2-4 on you this year. Someone else in our division, the other member, has been making a lot of news lately. Seth, he did get beat this week. Did not have a good week.
He got destroyed this week.
It was a bad week.
It wasn't not good for him.
That's not what I want to talk about, though.
Oh, really?
What Seth has done is he has tried to turn his fortune around. He made a trade.
He made a trade.
A big trade.
A blockbuster.
A stellar All-Stars Super Pro Bowl trade.
Yes.
He traded Pro Bowler Chris Johnson for Pro Bowler LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yes.
And rookie Cam Newton.
Yes.
This is... I can't figure out who got off worse in this trade. Whether it was Willie trading the man.
I'm having to debate whether who this trade is going to work out worse for, because I don't see much upside.
Willie's trading a man that has gotten around 900 yards in the first 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then LT
as a player to be named later, the ultimate.
For a guy that has gotten 75 yards over the first 2 weeks.
Yes, but one of these guys has a 2,000-yard season on his resume, and that's running the ball. And one of these guys is Cam Newton, who, as a rookie, he has nowhere to go but down. It's like there is no way you can keep on this pace for another more than 3 or 4 weeks. It's like he is going to come down to earth, and CJ is so in the toilet he has nowhere to go but up.
Well, it might only be for 3 or 4 weeks, but you are playing Seth this week,
and I am looking forward to this.
You're looking forward to this matchup. It's kind of a big deal. And Seth sent me something yesterday. Pulling it up on my phone right now. You tell Mick Cam Newton is coming for him, and hell's coming with him.
You're putting your season on Cam Newton. His arm.
I think he's putting this game on Cam Newton.
He's putting this game on Cam Newton, and well, that's not going to work out for him.
Like I said, that's a text message I received from Seth yesterday.
So you're going to bring Cam Newton and LaDainian Tomlinson, who, since you give away your top running back, I have to assume you're going to start, because I don't know what else you have in the hole.
Well, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what else he has going on after watching this last week. But I do know one thing, and that is you also sent me a text for Seth.
Oh yes,
you guys, I've become the in between man for you guys' text messages.
I don't have his number because he doesn't have a number.
So I'm going to go ahead and read your text please. Now. I thought it was better suited for the podcast. It says Steven Jackson is not playing this week. In other news, water is wet, the sky is blue, and Lance Bass is gay.
These
Kindly forward this to Seth.
Shocking developments.
Shocking revelations.
Yes, that Steven Jackson was giving a rousing halftime speech in his hoodie, emblazoned with the Rams logo, and grimacing most of the time on the sideline.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I don't think I have a whole lot more to say. Do you have anything?
I'm 8-4 in predictions right now.
Right.
And yes, so you can look forward to seeing this on Thursday night.
Thursday night. Okay, I'll go ahead and post this Wednesday night.
Yeah, my next predictions. So yeah, pretty much, if I pick you to win, you have a 60% chance of winning.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. So be sure to pick me to win. And all right,
we're starting. If you're not playing me, I'm always. If you're not playing me, maybe I will pick you to win.
Well, Masters of the Powerbomb, sir.
Yep.
So that's it. I can't wait to see you. Oh, one more thing I wanted to bring up. I beat you once.
Yes.
I'm going to beat you again.
Maybe.
You're probably not going to win our division.
I think
which means your head's going to be shaved.
Nah.
Yeah, shaved head. I brought this up earlier. You know what? I'm going to save it. This is for next week.
All
right. All right. So we're out of here. Mick, anything you'd like to say?
Well, your hairline's already starting to recede, and I'm just going to take it all off with a Bic razor, a one-blade Bic razor, and I'm going to lather you up and shave you real slow, and then you're going to be as bald as your new baby.
I'm going to bring a beautician, and we're going to shave you in front of the children at your work.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
So that's it. Catch you guys next week.
All right.